I just walked in and this is the first thing I see. Not this being the first thing I found. Oh, today they are feeding us. Look at this old Mac. The thrift store is just like these men, I swear. The moment you say my man, my man, my man, they start acting up. I have some things to show you. Okay, so let's start out with one of my favorite things. Like, this is low-key insane. I'm sorry, look at this. And at first you're like, that's nothing special. But first of all, oh, okay, the RealReal, period. And I was like, what brand is that? Escada. If this fits me, it's over. Oh my god, this is gonna become my new staple. I used to wear peplum tops all the time. This is not like technically a peplum, but it's like very close silhouette. And I love a strapless top because you guys know I love showing off a little clavicle. Like, that's my favorite. So I feel like it's gonna be the best of both worlds if that fits. And the quality is chef's kiss. So very excited about that. And then we all know I'm obsessed with these tops right now. These like high neck tops with the flowy silhouette. Obsessed. I found this one in this like silvery color. Love. Okay. This one is a little bit of like a wild card. Not sure how I feel about it, but I love like a high neck top, and like little floral details are really cute. Is it my personal style? Not really, but I just picture someone in it, and that's why I want to get it. But this is definitely in my maybe pile because I do feel like these flowers specifically are a little bit aging, which feels a little crazy to say after I just showed like these, which are rosettes, which is like kind of equally grandma, but I think it's a silhouette difference that I just don't care. Like, that's making the difference, I guess I should say. And then I swear these brands make the cutest stuff in the worst quality to test me, even though these were made like before I was born. Look how cute this bag is. The studs and everything, very on trend, the perfect color as we move into fall. I mean, I love everything about this. It's faux leather, and right now it's holding up really nicely. Like, there's no peeling or anything. I haven't seen any flaws, but it's just the fact that it's faux leather. And I try all the time not to pick up pleather, because if you guys watched one of my recent videos, I wore a pair of pleather pants that I bought that were so cute, and on the first wear, it was my first and last try, like not even try, my first and last chance to wear them, because they disintegrated first wear in public. They embarrassed the F out of me. So I really try not to pick up this stuff, but it's so cute. Like, the cutest stuff is faux leather. I did find this little cami as well. This is one of the first things I found in here. I found the bag first because you guys know I love it. Starting in shoes and accessories. The shoes sucked, but the bags, I found one. And then I found this. I just really like the color of it. It's kind of giving that like fairy aesthetic, which is not really what I keep in my shop, but the color is on point. So this is also one of those maybes. And then the very last thing I found, oh my god, this is when I knew I needed to like just start recording the day. Are you kidding me? This is so cute, and it's got the paper tag. It's micro mesh. The tie up on the side, you guys, I mean, come on. Anyway, I've only gone through the tops, obviously. I still need to go through like long sleeves and jackets and skirts and pants and all that. So you haven't missed much, and I'm gonna lock in now and just start recording as I find stuff. But that's where we're at. This is my bag of the day. My little Coach Crescent bag in this like metallic gold. I'm not even a gold girly, but something about this, I like originally ordered it so I could put it in my shop because Coach bags have been like popping off for me. And I was like, oh, that'll be really cute. But then once I opened it and I tried it on, I was like, nope, it's mine. It's actually mine. Thank you. I got it for $35. Yeah. Finding Coach bags for the low is literally my whole personality right now. It's so fun. Anyway, let's get back to thrifting. It's almost that time of year. Was the book always this thick? I feel like if I saw this book right now and I was like, oh, I'm gonna read, and it was this thick, I would not. Like, it would not happen. I don't know if I could get through a book this thick, but I read this whole series with a quickness. My goodness. And I was at every movie premiere at midnight. The thrift store is just like these men. I swear, the moment you say my man, my man, my man, they start acting up. I just said, oh my gosh, like I'm gonna lock in now. I'm gonna record. Like I'm having such good luck in here. Nothing. Literally found nothing. And now I try to come over here to look for CDs because I've actually found some really good CDs that I've been wanting in my collection. The last time I was here, I don't even know where the CDs are. Like they're nowhere to be found. I did see Breaking Dawn. That was a cute little moment. But there's no CDs. I'm gonna go check out now. I'm gonna leave that little fairy top and the black high neck top. I'm too iffy about it. And now that I haven't found anything else, I'm like, yeah, I don't need that. So we're gonna hop to another store. I guess we're just gonna do a full day of thrifting now. Come along. Someone at my last market asked if I had any bangles, and I didn't. So now I'm on the hunt for some. I feel like these could be kind of cute. They're nothing too special, so just like, since I'm getting them for what, 99 cents, I feel like a cool little $5 would be cute. This one is tarnished, so this one would be like a personal just for me because I don't mind that. But I feel like these little $5 holla could be really cute. I'm being tested yet again. This is the very first thing I found. Vintage Guess. But it's damaged. Guess what? It's faux leather. And I'm about to fail this test again. I have to get it. I don't care. I can fix her. We can cut this off. I feel like there's something I can add to this trim so it doesn't peel anymore. Because the actual body is not bad. It's just the handle. I'm sorry, she's just too cute. She has to come home with me. I can fix her somehow, some way. Me and YouTube University. We're fixing this baby. I was excited to show you this little cutie. So perfect for fall. I love plaid. Oh my god, wait. Is this damaged too? I'm screaming. Okay, so maybe she'll be staying. But look at this. Shut up. This color. The fact that it's corduroy makes it fall. Ugh. Hello, Abercrombie & Fitch. Shut up. And it is tiny. Just like we like it. Oh my goodness. It's not going to cover anything. Like this, with this iconic bag. I mean, come on. Come on. Come on. They had to be owned by like the same person. They're both coming home. I don't care. And I might get this skirt too and just make it a personal. I don't know, you guys, it's so cute. I just realized this skirt is wool and it's by Liz Claiborne. I just liked it for the colors and I liked that it had like a leather trim here. But the fact that this is wool and it's Liz, I mean, come on you guys. I'm just a girl. I need it. I need it all. I also need these to come off. Fashion trends are literally so funny because tell me why at one point this was the move. Why were we all wearing polos? Like, this would be a hot commodity even right now with a pleated mini skirt. Oh my god. I know you all see this. What is going on? Why are we striking gold at noon on a Saturday? We are adding that. We are absolutely adding this to my collection. Someone donated like a bunch of their yoga pants, so I think I'm gonna get these tie-dye ones because they just look cool. I like that. And then I'm gonna get a classic kind of like black, and I feel like this was probably white at one point and now it's off gray and I really don't care. I just love a yoga pant, and they are only like what, $5? Cha-ching. Yes, ma'am. I mean, most of the time it's not. When people talk smack about Goodwill, listen, I hear you and I relate, but when I'm at my home Goodwills, my mouth is zipped. Okay, the first one we went to, spent $19. Just went to this one, $25. Listen, $50 in the hole. And you guys see what I'm getting? Hello? It's not like I'm only getting two things. Because in other cities, you get two things and you pay $50. Not my Goodwills. So I will keep my mouth shut when that conversation comes up. It's my one perk about living here, so let me have it. Thanks. On to the next. The way I've been so excited for it to be fall, Then I forgot. With fall comes fall pricing. First of all, this is not a dress. Second of all, $13. Like, it's cute. It's everything I want in a jacket. It's got the boxy fit, the pinstripe, the denim, the buttons. Adorable. Love it. But are we kidding? 13? Do I like it enough? It's not even my size. It would be for the shop. Like, I'm in pain. I'm gonna hold on to it for now, though. I don't know what it is, but I am just so into a stripe right now. And I like this colorway. I know we are moving into fall, and this is such a spring item, but look at them. The seersucker, the buttons, and the fact that they're by No Boundaries is actually crazy. 100% cotton, we love to see it. And the spring pricing, we also love to see that. Like, are you joking me? Absolutely coming home. I've been so overstimulated for like the last hour in the store. There are so many people. I could not film and talk to you guys while I was shopping today. I'm sorry. But I have everything here. And you know what? It's really good, especially for a Saturday with a store this packed. Like, I have good taste. My luck is lucking, okay? So let's run through it. First off, we're going to start a little slow, okay? Nothing crazy, but it's so cute at the same time and kind of chic. Look at this. A little New York tank top. I just love the big, like, just initials, and then it's spelled out on top. I think that's really cute. Then, similarly, a little vintage made in USA BB top. The rhinestones, like, come on. So cute. This is probably my favorite one of the day, in this store at least. First of all, love animal print. But the chain detail on the back, are you freaking kidding me? Like, I'm speechless. Look at this. I was just talking about a peplum top in the first store, and I found one. It's by Charlotte Russe, and it's like off the shoulder. The amount of outfits that are just coming to mind right now. I hope it fits me well. It's a medium that should fit. And it's stretchy, so we should be okay. Hopefully it comes out well in my head, because I think this is really, really cute. I'm kind of obsessed with it. I kind of spoke that one into existence about peplums, because I was definitely talking about that in the first tour. Now we just have a simple little halter top, but I love the cowl neck. This is not vintage, but as a personal, absolutely, like, this is my bread and butter right here. This, I think, is a tube top, but it's like almost out of shapewear material. I don't know. It's made in USA. It's vintage. It's got a paper tag and everything, and it's striped. I love stripes, but I don't know. It's just kind of there. You know what I mean? Over it. Look at this. This would totally be in my closet, and it still might if it looks good on me. But it's like this little, I guess, halter top. I love the keyring detail right here. To like go out with friends. So cute. And last, oh, technically not last, but my last serious item is this dress. It's also vintage 90s. I love the kind of like high to low situation going on. It's fully like glitter. And it also has a slit up the back. How beautiful is that? I freaking love it. It does have some like separation right here, but I feel like you can just sew that down. I've pulled on it quite a bit and it hasn't like budged or completely unraveled, so I think I'm gonna get it and definitely put it in the shop. Homecoming will be coming up soon. The girlies, I sold quite a few dresses at my last market. Again, remind me. Actually, don't remind me. You can't remind me. Sometimes I wish I could just like stream and we could just go through my cart together. You know what I mean? But unfortunately, I guess we could. Maybe I should look into that. Anyway, I'm gonna get that. So that's an easy fix. Look how fun these are. Little Mario Kart. Little shorts. I love Mario Kart. There are very few games that I'm willing to play. Mario Kart is one of them. Guitar Hero is the other. Those are my bread and butter when it comes to games. And Sims. But, like, if we're talking about, like, Wii, Nintendo DS, like, come on now. Come on now. These were my favorites. So I feel like this is just fitting and I have to get these. These are just, like, lounge around, like, pajama pants or something. But they're so cute. And then I'm pretty sure I showed you everything else. I think I am going to cave, though, and get that jacket, even though it's like $12. That does pain me. Some of these other items were colors of the day that are either 25 or 50% off. So I'm justifying it that way. Because it's just like too cute for me to let go of. I still can't believe these like seersucker pants. Like these are so good. Oh my goodness. Alright. Let's head out. I might hit another store. I might not. I can't tell. I'm kind of burnt out. I think I need some Sonic. And after I get Sonic, then I'll make a decision. Because right now I have a headache and I think I'm hungry and thirsty. Because I have not fed myself or hydrated like all day. I had water this morning and that was it. It's now like 3 o'clock. Alright, let's go. I just had a sip of this. The big one, obviously. Okay, it's happy hour at Sonic right now. Cherry limeade can never go wrong, right? I love that stuff. And then right now, Sonic is doing for like a limited time only. They need to keep it between the hours of 2 and 5 p.m. every single day. They have snacks for $1. $1. So I got their pretzel. Look how flaky and golden that is. Oh, it's so good, dude. It's so good. And it comes with cheese, obviously. And then my favorite thing from this place, arguably, I also like the onion rings, but those are not part of the happy hour. They do have a mozzarella sticks, but it's a cute little twofer. And I have marinara in here, but this was $1. This was $1. And then because I did it on the app, my large drink was only like $1.39 or something instead of like the $3.50. You guys, all this less than $5. I'm about to enjoy this and then we'll see, because it's like literally 4 o'clock right now. And I've done all the thrift stores like over here. My next one would be like basically across town. It's like, do I really want to do that? Oh, I don't know. But that just made me really happy. Okay, stay tuned, I guess. Hello, it's a new day. And we are in the car because you know what? I just wasn't overly satisfied with what we did the other day. So we're going again. And this time we're going to those other stores that are on the other side of town that I was telling you about. That was like, oh, like maybe, and I didn't. But we are today. It's a new day. So congratulations. Let's go. I just walked in and this is the first thing I see. Why do I think I need this? I literally have my seats down already in my back seat. $175. Should I do it? Oh my god. I think I really need it. Okay, on the opposite end of the spectrum, this just scared the living shit out of me. My goodness. I texted the group chat to see what they think about the lover table because that is an insane price and it's so good and I really want a new coffee table because I hate mine. They said get it and it is a really good price. So I just went back up to the front. I took the little sticker off and I gave it to her. I was like, I'm getting this. I will take it home today. My seats are down in the back of my car. I'm getting it. So now we're going to do a little shopping, see if anything else can top this right now, which it can't. But I cannot believe I just randomly decided to go thrifting today. And I just found like my dream coffee table. I wish I had my Apple Watch on because my heart rate is like through the freaking roof. Not me finding a effing grail. Okay, let's do a little shopping. I did just find, I'm in the shoes right now. I did find this on the way back. Look how cute and vampy that is. The micro mesh. It's also velvet. The silhouette is so good. I'm excited. Okay. Might have to keep that. Anyway, I can't even breathe. I'm so excited. Let's actually shop now. Unfortunately, this one is a little damaged, but I love the color of it. And you guys know I love a poncho, so Manifesting more of these as we move into fall. I really wish this beauty was not $35. She's so cute. She's suede. Like the little contrast stitching, the silhouette, like, oh my god. If fitted, she would be so cute, but I'm already getting the table, so I cannot spend $35 on this. This is just for the tag appreciation. So cute. I miss that place. This is exactly what I'm looking for fall. This cute little Crofts pea coat. The only problem on this one, the little buckle is broken, but I might still get it anyway. Because it's just too good, and it's by No Boundaries, like... This is so basic, I know, but it's black cashmere sweater. This is like so incredibly soft. Who am I to say no to that? I'm not. I also found these pants I really liked. They're size 6, which I can typically wear, but they look like they're kind of like a baggy trouser, and they're this like graphite color. I feel like I have a vision for this. If I put these on and they fit me fitted, I will cry though, because that's not the vision I have. And I have plenty of those, like flared pinstripe. I want a relaxed one. I literally never come in here because I feel like they don't have a lot of great stuff, but today they are feeding us. Look at this old Mac. And they have this one too. Oh my god. It's genuinely so quiet in here, and it's really tiny, so I'm self-conscious to film, but I found a couple things. First of all, we'll put it up here. Maybe. This was one of the first things I found. It's just this really cute bag. And I like the hardware on it because it makes it a little bit edgier. So my like alt girlies in the office, I feel like this will be really, really cute. Or like my dark academia girlies, I feel like this is kind of perfect. This one is just a beautiful color, and it's got the perfect amount of slouch, and like the Chloe bags, the Balenciaga City bags and things like that have been really trendy. Everyone's looking for a good slouchy bag with fun hardware, and I feel like this is it. So definitely getting this. Not real leather, but the girls eat this up, and I put these like on my racks at markets for like $25-30, so this is a good find. Unfortunately, bodycon dresses just do not look good on me, but I know somebody with a long torso is gonna look so good in this. Honestly, anybody with like an hourglass is gonna look good in this. But it's a sweater dress, which is perfect as we move into the cooler months. Last but not least, this is a little bit of a wild card, but it's a vintage made in France item, and it's like a zip up instead of button up, and it's actually like pinstripe, which you guys know I'm really into right now. And it only goes up, oh sorry, it only goes up so high, so I feel like if you have a little cleavage, this could definitely give office siren if styled correctly. So definitely getting this as well. That's it for this store. We're gonna hit one more and then we're gonna head home because I really do not want to keep driving with that what's it called, my new coffee table in the back seat. I'm afraid I'm gonna break it, so I don't want to do anything too crazy. And honestly, today has already been a success, even just at that first store with just a coffee table, so all this other stuff is bonus. That's a serve. Oh, my knees. It's another new day. I don't know why it's taking me so many days to film this video, but I obviously did not go to that other store. That's because when I got there, it was closed. And I don't know if that's permanently or temporarily or they just got a new schedule. But there was no sign or anything, but the lights were off and the door was locked. So that ends the thrifting portion. But honestly, we had a really good couple days there, especially that coffee table. Like, I cannot get over that. And all these clothes literally looked so good on me. I'm sorry, but I'm keeping literally half of it, and it's your fault. I want you to know it's your fault because you guys want these little try-on clips. Well, I'm telling you, if I try it on and it looks good on me, I'm keeping it. Remember, this was your decision. You guys wanted those try-ons. But anyway, I wanted to talk about my market because I feel like I brought it up a couple times in this video, but I've yet to like talk about it, I guess, how it went and things like that. So we're gonna do that really quickly because I have a lot of markets coming up. I have one in Memphis on the 6th, one in Memphis on the 20th, one a little outside of Atlanta in October, and then I have one in Mobile, beginning of November. That's coming up. Will be a lot of thrifting coming up because I have a big booth at just about all of these markets, so we obviously need to fill it up. So get ready for a bunch of thrift with me's. But let's talk about my last market, which was totally rad, Atlanta, which I was nervous about because the last time I did totally rad, I don't know if you guys remember, but it was like in Knoxville, and it was right after the hurricanes hit that area, like North Carolina and the Knoxville like area. So like the whole road had just fallen in. People couldn't even get from North Carolina to Knoxville. Same with buyers, like vendors had to drop out because they couldn't get over there. Even when I got there, there was like a flash flood warning. They told everyone to stay in place. Like, it was not a good time for a market, but it was like, at the same time, it really happened the week of the market. So it was like, do you cancel it? So much already went into it, so they didn't cancel it. I did okay at that market, but again, like, no one was risking their lives for vintage. Like, it's, well, I mean, I guess I did because I drove directly towards the store. But from a buyer's perspective, they were not doing that, and I don't even blame them. So that was kind of my first taste, and it was obviously not their fault, but some of the management, like, early bird started at 8:30, and people were still loading up, like, hadn't even been set up by 8, and I was like, why are we still unloading our cars at 8 when early bird starts at 8:30? Like, that's unprofessional. Then they didn't have music playing for like the first hour and a half. They didn't even announce that early bird was coming in. It was just like, it was a whole thing. So I had a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth, but I've seen so many people do their market and it go well. So I was like, I'm giving it another chance. So when they were doing this like southern tour, which they started in Birmingham, and I couldn't even do that one, which was annoying, but I was like, I can at least do Atlanta. So I signed up for Atlanta, and when I pulled up, it was the same location as ThriftCon, and the old ThriftCon location. And if you've been here for at least a year, then you know I do not like ThriftCon. I made a 10-minute long, 2 10-minute long TikToks about it, about how crappy that entire staff and event is, and how it's a scam, and you should like, it's not worth the money. And then I also made like an hour and a half, 2-hour video on it on YouTube. So if you've been here a while, you know I do not like ThriftCon. So when I pulled up and it was like the same building, I was getting war flashbacks. I was like, there's no way. There's no way. Another traveling market in the same venue. We're setting up the day before. There's early bird. Like, it was all looking a little too familiar, and I was getting more flashbacks. I was like, great. And I did have a little bit of a sour taste in my mouth, but I had to pull it together because I was like, I'm not speaking that into existence at all. So I got set up, which I liked my setup for this event, but there's still more I want to do with it. So we can chat in the comments about my setup, and you guys can help me out there. But the day of the market, obviously early bird's coming in at 8:30. The actual market's right at 10. So I pulled up, I finished my, you know, last little touches, and early bird like didn't go great, but it didn't go bad. I made like a couple big sales. I think I made 7 sales within that first hour and a half, which wasn't great. But one of the first things I sold was a pair of Trip like NYC pants that I've just been sitting on because I bought them when I was still like retro rags, and now that I've changed to Sinclair Vintage, I have different inventory, so it didn't really match the vibes, but I didn't want to put it online, so I just brought it to the market, and I was like, hopefully these will sell, and then that's that, you know what I mean? And I kid you not, that was the second thing that I sold. The first thing I sold was a bundle of like 2 furry vests, and then the next thing I sold were the Trip pants. So I was like, okay, like people are ready to spend money because I sold the pants for $150. She was like, this is such a good price. I cannot believe these are my size. I've been looking for them forever. So I'm like, I probably undersold this a little bit because she was a little too excited to tell me how good the price was. But I mean, for something I don't even sell, $150, and I just wanted it gone anyway, I'm happy with that. So that kind of got us started off, but like then all of a sudden it was almost 11, and mind you, again, we started at 8:30, so it was almost 11. I hadn't even hit $800. it was noon. I hadn't even hit 1,000, and I'm like, this thing goes till 5. I've already been doing this for nearly 4 hours. We're not even at 1K. I'm scared. But then out of nowhere, everyone and their mom pulled up. The booth was on and popping. Like, I was gonna vlog my market day, but because it started out like kind of crappy, I got discouraged and I was like, I'm not about to embarrass myself and put this on the internet. But then it started popping off and I was like, oh, I should start recording again. But every time I took out my phone to like record and stuff, I was taking a payment. At one point I had a line in my booth to like pay. So I was like, dang, okay. Well, now I can't even film because now I'm busy. I need to get like a second phone or like another camera so I can like have 2 devices. So I'm not like sacrificing filming when I'm at markets. But it did pop off. Luckily, I did just over 3K, which was amazing. Especially with how rough we started out. I was like, there's no way in hell, girl. But it turned out to be good, thank goodness. So I sold, as far as numbers go, I sold 78 things. To have a 12 by 12 by 12, it was a $250 vendor fee, which, mind you, have a 15 by 15 at ThriftCon was $1,000. Having a 10 by 10 at ThriftCon was $500. I paid $250 for a 12 by 12 for this event. I said $90 in gas there and back. I paid $230 for the hotel. That was 2 nights. And then I didn't account for cost of goods. I never do that on my channel, but in total that was $570 in fees. So I made just over $2,500 in profit, which I'm very happy with. If you take that number and you divide it by the 78 items that I sold, that puts my average sold cost at about $40, which is really good. That's double what it used to be, like on average. And that's exactly what I wanted, because with this rebrand, I was like, I need something that's gonna survive long term, and I just didn't think I was gonna get it with retro rags. I was feeling super disconnected from my brand, and I just felt like I had a bunch of like kids shopping with me, like high schoolers and college kids, which is nice, you know what I mean? I appreciate them forever. They made me into the successful seller that I am now, you know what I mean? But I was just starting to feel so disconnected from my brand, and I just wasn't really liking anything that I was picking up. I was definitely shopping for everyone else, and people and these trends change more than they change their underwear. So it was just getting hard to keep up with, and I was kind of over it. So with this rebrand, I just wanted to be picking up stuff that I know I like and I will wear, and I just want this to really be a reflection of me personally and not just everybody else and what's trending, you know what I mean? So I still have some Y2K pieces, but everything that I pick up is like stuff that I would wear. As you can see, I wanted to keep literally everything in this haul, which is the one downside, but I really wanted to be like a my closet is your closet, and I got a lot of compliments at this market about my curation, which you guys don't understand how good that makes me feel, because I'm always so nervous, and I'm really trying to take that into consideration with this rebrand. I want everything to be cohesive and make sense. So to get those compliments that like I have such a good curation, and that I had somebody's like favorite booth and they wish they would have seen my booth sooner, like all those compliments really just like made me feel on cloud 9. So this was just like a indication that the rebrand is going well, and it's being well received, and I love that. I really do, because I was nervous, but I'm almost doing better than I was before, dare I say. So that was really nice. What else? As far as my setup goes, please let me know what you think about it in the comments. I did add 2 carpets, which I liked. I think it looked really clean, and it definitely brought some warmth to my store, but people kept tripping because like the rolling racks kept making it bunch up in certain places, and I do not want someone to fall in my booth. So if you have any tips on how to make that not happen, please let me know. The changing room, such a game changer. So at some of my markets, I was having like one of those cheapy little camping pop-up tents, and it was like doing the job, but this time I had like a full-blown small changing tent. So it looks like the regular canopy 10 by 10, but it's a 4 by 4. And it's got like hooks and things in there, so you can actually like really get change. And a lot of people used it, so I sold a lot more pants than I normally do, dresses as well. So I will definitely be bringing that moving forward. I don't think I would have made nearly as many sales as I did if I didn't have it. And I did try to put a mirror in there, but I think I need to get like a little hanging light situation, because if I'm outside, it's whatever, because it's usually sunny, so you can see in there. But indoors, it just wasn't light enough, so it was kind of dark in there, so you couldn't really see yourself in the mirror. So I need to get something that kind of hangs from the top to help bring some more light in there. And then I need to get some hooks for the mirror so that it can kind of like hook on at the top, so people can see themselves better. Because I did put a small mirror in there, but it was just like sitting on the floor. And there's only so much room in there for you to like step back. Like, it's very roomy, but like there's not enough room for the mirror to be on the floor and for you to be like stepping back enough to really get a full picture if you're trying on like a top or something like that. For pants, it's perfect, but for tops, it definitely needs to be higher. So I gotta figure that out, but I'm really happy that was worth the investment. Oh my God. I know, I think that's it. We, like I said, are going to be doing a lot more thrifting. I do have a trip coming up, and I plan on thrifting on said trip. Hopefully the store is good enough so that we can do a whole thrifting extravaganza. I'm going to New Jersey, and I've heard good things. I heard a lot of New York girlies will go to New Jersey to do their thrifting. And I have some stores on my list. So if you have some stores, you can also tell me. But I do have some stores on my list that I want to go to. So we'll do thrifting there, and then I'll also be in Wisconsin, Milwaukee, and there's this girl I follow on Instagram, we're mutuals, and she's from Milwaukee, and she finds some really cute stuff at her store, so I definitely want to take advantage and do some thrifting in Milwaukee while I'm out there. So lots of thrifting, because the moment I get back from my trip, it's like market, and I have to work in between that, so it's like I'm only gonna have so much time when I get back to actually do sourcing. So lots to look forward to. So we gotta get off the camera. I love you guys so much. Definitely let me know down below what your favorite item was. I keep looking over here because I'm looking at my new coffee table. I can't believe it's freaking real, dude. Oh my God, I've been wanting that thing for so long, and to get it for $175 is low-key crazy. Low-key. But yeah, let me know down below what your favorite item was. Talk to me in the comments, like, comment, and subscribe. And I will see you guys next week. Until then, I hope you live a happy, beautiful, wonderful life. I love ya. Bye.